Have you ever felt like a physical connection went beyond the body? As if, for a few moments, you stopped existing as an individual and became pure energy? There's something deep, transformative, and almost indescribable about making love with your twin flame. It's like your soul wakes up from a long sleep, and for the first time, you see yourself clearly. If that feeling has ever touched your heart, or if you're curious about this rare kind of bond, go ahead and subscribe to the channel now. Here, you'll find answers most people are too afraid to talk about. Talking about this kind of energy is delicate, but necessary. Because what you feel, no matter how confusing or intense it seems, is real. And you're not alone. Many women experience this soul-level calling, this force that pulls, consumes, and transforms. Sex with a twin flame isn't ordinary, it's an energetic mirror that reveals everything: light, shadow, pain, and healing. Understanding this can completely shift your view on love and connection. Maybe you've already had something intense with someone and wondered, why did it feel so different? The body reacts, but it's the soul that cries out. And when it's your twin flame, everything vibrates on a frequency that defies logic. It's as if time stops. It's not just bodies meeting, it's souls reuniting. This kind of intimacy isn't just pleasure, it's spiritual memory being activated. What happens in this kind of union goes beyond the physical. You feel the energy rise through your spine, pulse in your heart, explode in your mind. Then comes a deep silence, but it's not empty. It's as if you've touched the divine. It's normal to feel emotional, to cry, laugh, or even feel exhausted. Because your soul is expanding, healing, recognizing itself in the presence of the other. This isn't just sex, it's reconnection. This experience can bring deep healing. Wounds you didn't even know you had can rise to the surface. And that can be scary. You might even want to run. But it's in this meeting that everything begins to transform. The sexual energy between twin flames isn't about possession or ego. It's about fusion. About recognizing the divine spark within you, reflected in another. Many times, the encounter is so intense that it scares you. It feels too big to fit inside your chest. But that's where the magic is. That sense of belonging, of coming home. It's the confirmation that your soul is not alone in this world. And even though the twin flame journey is challenging, it always leads to expansion. You may notice that after surrendering to this energy, everything changes. Your dreams become more vivid. Your emotions more intense. Your body more sensitive. And it's not a coincidence. When this kind of union happens, something awakens inside you, something that was always there, waiting for this moment. Your essence begins to show itself more clearly and strongly. You might even start to have memories you can't explain. Images, sensations, or even glimpses of other lives. It's like the veil between worlds becomes thinner. That's because sex with a twin flame activates spiritual portals. And each time there is true surrender, more layers of your soul are revealed. You begin to come home to yourself. And yes, that can create confusion. Because your mind will try to understand what can only be felt. It'll try to control what is meant to flow. But don't worry. The most important thing is to allow yourself to feel. You don't need to figure it all out right now. Just trust. Your body and your soul already know the way. With time, you'll realize it's not about the other person. It's about you. The other simply reflects what already lives within you. The desire, the love, the light, the wounds, everything. And when you experience this intimacy with awareness, healing begins from the inside out. It impacts every area of your life. Some women say that after this kind of connection, they start attracting more aligned experiences. Others go through deep solitude. It's all part of the process. Because twin flame energy cleanses, burns, purifies. It's not a fairy tale, it's a rebirth. Sometimes, separation happens right after this encounter. It may feel cruel, but it's necessary. The energy that moves in this relationship is so strong that it demands preparation. And when that preparation isn't there, the universe creates distance so that both can align with their own truth. And even in the distance, you feel it. Because the connection doesn't depend on physical presence. It lives in the energy field. It pulses in dreams, in synchronicities, in sudden thoughts. And when there's sex between twin flames, the bond becomes even stronger. Nothing is the same after that. Because you've changed. That's why you sometimes feel nostalgic for something you can't explain. A longing for something you can't quite name. That's your soul remembering. Calling. Claiming what is hers by divine right. And sexual energy, in this context, is the catalyst. It awakens what was forgotten. But be mindful, this energy demands responsibility. Because once awakened, it doesn't go back to sleep. It will push you toward truth, self-discovery, and growth. And that's not always comfortable. But it is liberating. You begin to live more consciously, more present, more whole. This isn't just about romantic love. It's about universal love. Mission. Collective healing. Sex with your twin flame has the power to activate gifts, open perceptions, and reconnect you to your origin. It's a spiritual initiation. A living memory of who you really are. So if you've experienced something like this, or feel you're about to, prepare yourself. Look within. Honor your energy. Treat your body as a sacred temple. What you share with your twin flame is far beyond pleasure, it's sacred. It's divine. It's transformative. And even if the world doesn't understand, you know. You feel it. Because this can't be explained in words, only through the soul. And your soul knows truth when it feels it. It beats differently. It breathes differently. It loves differently. And sex, in this context, is just one of the languages of this fusion. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you recognized this truth. And maybe now is the time to go deeper. To remember more. To understand more. So subscribe to the channel. Here, we talk about what most people are afraid to face. Because your awakening matters. And your story is sacred. You deserve to live this connection with awareness, with lightness, with truth. And the first step is understanding what this energy is trying to show you. So allow yourself to dive in. You're not alone. Your journey makes sense. Your soul knows the way. And I'm here to help you remember. There's something about this connection that refuses to be forgotten. Even if you try to move on, distract yourself, or deny it, the energy finds you. In dreams. In random songs. In strangers' eyes. Your body might carry the memory like a secret ache, and your soul, she remembers every detail. Because this isn't just chemistry, it's recognition. And once your soul has recognized its mirror, everything else feels incomplete. You may notice strange things start happening around you. Technology glitches when you think of them. Lights flicker. Time seems to stretch or collapse when you're in their presence. These aren't coincidences, they're energetic reactions. When you and your twin flame merge physically, the field around you shifts. It's not fantasy, it's frequency. You're activating codes in one another. Sometimes, it's your body that speaks first. You feel them before they arrive. Your skin tingles. Your breath shortens. Your heart races, but not out of fear. It's a sacred anticipation, as if your cells are preparing for a cosmic download. Your body knows something your mind can't yet explain. And when the touch finally comes, it's like coming home through fire and softness all at once. Many women report sensations they've never felt with anyone else. An energy surge through the spine. Heat in the palms. Vibrations in the womb. These aren't just symptoms, they're activations. The divine feminine awakens in the presence of her mirror. And that awakening can be as terrifying as it is beautiful. Because once it starts, you can't return to who you were. And this connection, it breaks illusions. You'll see yourself as you truly are, raw, powerful, wounded, divine. Nothing can hide in that space. Their gaze becomes a portal. Their touch, a mirror. Their silence, a message. And the moment you surrender, your soul begins shedding lifetimes of protection. It's not gentle. It's not safe. But it's real. And that's what your soul craves more than anything. You might feel an uncontrollable need to run, or pull them closer than you ever thought possible. That's the paradox. You want them like breath, yet fear losing yourself in their fire. Because deep down, you know, being close to them means burning through every lie you've ever believed about love. This isn't romance, it's transformation. And it doesn't come with guarantees. Only truth. This energy will strip you down to your essence. You'll find yourself questioning everything, who you are, what you want, what love really means. And in that confusion, something holy begins to emerge. You. The real you. Not the version that learned to settle or shrink. But the version who came here to love fiercely, live freely, and feel it all, deeply, wildly, unapologetically. What no one tells you is that this connection will challenge your sense of control. You won't be able to predict it, label it, or explain it to others. And that's part of the initiation. It demands that you surrender. That you trust your soul more than your logic. That you listen to the whispers instead of the noise. It's not about understanding, it's about remembering. And the remembering doesn't always come through joy. Sometimes it arrives through heartbreak, silence, or intense longing. But even in that ache, there is beauty. Because every moment, whether you're together or apart, is carving you open to hold more light. More truth. More you. Your soul is being reshaped by love that doesn't ask for permission. It simply is. Have you ever touched someone and felt like your entire past lives flashed before your eyes? That's not imagination. That's memory. Soul memory. Twin flame intimacy awakens ancient codes hidden deep in your being. It's why sometimes after sex, you cry without knowing why. Or feel exhausted, electrified, or wildly alive. Your body is processing lifetimes in a single night. You might find that you can feel their emotions, even from a distance. Their sadness. Their joy. Their confusion. Twin flames are energetically entangled, and physical union amplifies that bond. So when you ache for them, it's not always yours. You're picking up on their vibration. This can be overwhelming, but also sacred. Because in that exchange, love is still flowing. And yet, it's not always easy to carry. This kind of connection can isolate you. Make you feel like no one else could possibly understand what you're going through. You start questioning your own sanity. But you're not crazy, you're awakened. And the awakening rarely comes quietly. It shatters illusions and demands that you rise. Even when it hurts. Sometimes, you'll feel them in the middle of the night. Their energy will wash over you like waves. You'll be pulled into memories that aren't just memories, they're echoes of the eternal dance between your souls. And though your bed may be empty, your heart will be full of the presence only they bring. You can't see them, but you know they're there. The intimacy you share goes beyond what you've ever known. It's telepathic. You can hear their thoughts, feel their touch in dreams, and sense their presence before they speak. The veil between you is thin. Sex becomes a sacred language, and sometimes, that language continues in the astral realm long after your bodies part. This is not ordinary. It never was. You may have noticed that even brief moments together feel like lifetimes. A single kiss can hold galaxies. A look can leave you breathless. And when the passion ignites, it's not just physical, it's cosmic. You feel the universe move through you. You become the universe. There are no roles to play, no masks to wear, only truth, desire, and divine fire. You'll be asked to let go of what love is supposed to look like. Twin flame union doesn't follow the rules. It might start as chaos. It might come wrapped in resistance. But at the core, it's sacred. And every time your bodies meet, that sacred fire grows. Burning away the fear. Burning away the need to control. Leaving only soul. Only essence. Only love. This kind of intimacy opens gateways. Your psychic gifts may awaken. Your dreams become more vivid. Your senses more alive. You may start remembering who you were before this life. And what you came here to do. Because sex with your twin flame doesn't just bring you together, it awakens your mission. And that mission always starts within. Not everyone is ready for this kind of connection, and that's okay. The twin flame path isn't for the faint of heart. But if you're here, reading this, chances are your soul is calling you to remember. To open. To rise. And the more you surrender, the more you'll discover that this isn't just about another person. It's about your return to wholeness. Let yourself feel it all, the fear, the desire, the fire, the grief. There's no right way to experience this. Your journey is uniquely yours. And while others may doubt, you know. Because your body doesn't lie. Your soul doesn't lie. When you touched them, something ancient awakened. And that something is still guiding you now. The more you try to forget them, the louder the connection becomes. That's because this bond doesn't live in the mind, it lives in the soul. It's etched into your energetic blueprint. It pulses with every heartbeat. You might ignore it for a while. But eventually, it pulls you back in. Not to hurt you, but to awaken you. Your sexual connection with them wasn't just pleasure, it was initiation. A sacred invitation to dive into yourself. To remember your power. To burn through the illusions of separation. And every time you let yourself surrender to that fire, you come closer to the truth of who you are. Who you've always been. And who you're becoming now. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel every word, every vibration, and every truth that this message carried. It's not a coincidence that you're here, your soul brought you. And that means you're ready for more. More light, more truth, more connection. If this message resonated with you, if it stirred something deep inside your chest, let me know you received it by writing the words, Twin Flame of Love. Your presence here matters. Your journey matters. And you don't have to walk this path alone. Join our sacred space by subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a message your soul might need. Together, we're remembering. Together, we're rising. And this is only the beginning.